Welcome to the third annual Savage Rally Sendoff. This is one of several cars and coffee events all over the United States where you can see a wide variety of Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Corvettes, McLarens, and so much more. This rally and send-off is hosted by Savage Garage. Gaining almost 600,000 subscribers in just over 2 years, Savage Garage has become one of the most popular exotic car channels on YouTube. Here is Savage Garage's videographer for more of the story about the channel.
So my name is Jimbo, but a lot of people know me as Jimbo on YouTube. And I started Savage Garage with Randy back in April of 2019. And we met at Cars and Coffee, it was Katie's. And it was just from one phone call from a previous video client of mine, Jimbo, you know who you are, introduced me. And we hit it off immediately, started the channel officially on YouTube in May. And it blossomed into something we never thought it was going to be. We went on every single road rally in the USA that you could possibly think of. We took some of the most incredible cars. To this day, I still look back and think to myself, like, I can't believe we did all this. But there's just so many things that we did, we had the opportunity to do, and we were also producing content that nobody had ever seen before. Nowadays there's a lot of people that make content with hyper exotic cars, and you see all these really incredible things on the road, people actually driving them. At the time in 2019, there wasn't really anything like that. So what we did was we took everything that people love about YouTube, took part of television, my side of production and my background, mashed them all together, and you get Savage Garage.
While most cars and coffees are held weekly, Savage Garage's Savage Rally Sendoff is an annual event, kicking this year's rally off at the Westfield Montgomery Mall just outside of Washington, D.C. Events like the Savage Rally Sendoff are not only a great way to find and show off exotic cars, they are also where you can meet auto enthusiasts and professionals from all over the country. Let's hear more about this event and talk to some of Savage Garage's close friends who came out to support.
So this event right here, this is part of our rally. It's the send-off for it. So we're going to be going from D.C. to Nashville. And we started this whole event because we wanted to show off, bring all of our cars, or at least as many as we can get here, as many cars as we could, and show all of our fans in the DMV all the stuff that we've been playing with for the last year and a half on the channel. Despite all of our adventures, making all of our videos, we've never had a chance to bring all of our cars together in an event and make it a whole fan experience.
We have an Instagram account called Mercy Times. We're friends with a lot of car clubs in the community. Capital Auto Club and us, we do a lot of events together, and they broadcasted the fact that Savage Garage was coming to send off their rally. So we did a whole pre-meet with our cars. We brought out all the AMGs. We've also been talking to Randy a little bit about his AMGs, and we just decided to come out and support today.
So I first heard about the Savage Garage Rally Sendoff about 2 days ago. I was on Instagram, just scrolling through, and sure enough I follow them already, but the post came up and I saw they were local. I was like, hey, I got nothing better to do than go see a bunch of cool cars, meet some cool people, hang out with some good friends, and maybe end up in one of the Savage Garage YouTube videos. Who knows what the day holds.
The headliner of it really is the fact that we managed to get the Pagani up here. So Randy bought back his Pagani after he had his P1 for a little bit. And the Pagani was one of those cars where, even when Randy sold it, I was just like, homie, you're gonna buy that back. So this event, we actually brought that Pagani up, and it's the first time the car has ever seen the DMV. So it's like kind of homecoming in a way for the channel in a lot of ways. We come back after doing all these videos, and we get to bring some of the most exciting things from them to all the public and everybody to see.
For the past 12 years, I'd say, or so, I've been going to Katie's Cars and Coffee in Great Falls, Virginia. Had the pleasure of meeting Randy at one point, long before Savage Garage was an actual thing. I also knew Jimbo, who I believe you also interviewed. I knew him back when we were hanging out with JR Garage, back when they used to live here before they moved to Arizona.
So I met Randy from Savage Garage last December. It was wintertime at a Cars and Coffee for Capital Auto Club. He let me sit in his SVJ, and that's how I got to talk to him. And ever since then, we've been following him closely on Instagram. We definitely look up to him for inspiration. And this past weekend at the Bethesda rally, my business partner Jordan and I, we got to meet him personally again, kind of talk to him a little bit about what Mercy Times does with our AMGs.
So my favorite car today, easily, by far, has to be the 1980s Ferrari 308 GTS. To me, it's just the most classic design Ferrari. It's beautiful. Magnum PI drove one. Tom Selleck drove one in Magnum PI. And to me, there's nothing more iconic than a red Ferrari from the 1980s and a convertible or Targa top.
I'm definitely gonna say the AMG SLS Black Series. I'm an AMG person. The Pagani is beautiful. However, he brought out 2 AMGs and the SLS just takes the cake.
But out of all the cars, the main one that to me stands out the most is that Pagani. Because that Pagani is something that I've never seen anything else like it in this area before. Every single thing that's on it, I mean, between the carbon fiber work, the gull wing doors, the different actuating motors on all the different aero pieces on the car, that thing, it's really like a fine watch, but it's reliable like a Benz, which is what I love about it. So this car right here I'm standing behind is my Aventador. I have this Aventador because I love sharing the experience with everybody else. It's not so much that, I need the big giant V12 obnoxious thing. Like if I really just wanted a cheaper Lambo, I could, buy something else. But this, the reactions everybody gets from it, it's like nothing else. Like giving people the first opportunity to sit in whether it's an exotic like this or an exotic like the Pagani, that is an experience you remember forever and what makes all of this worth it.